It's coming home, right? That's the big saying. It's coming home. England just beat the Netherlands in the semifinals, and they are now in the final of back-to-back Euros, and they're facing Spain, who is just a amazing team, right? But England is in another final, lads, and we have so much to talk about, right? From Southgate to Maino to this awesome kid named Xavi that plays for the Netherlands, this awesome Netherlands team as well, that we'll talk about, and also the controversy, because everyone is talking about if it's a penalty or if it's not a penalty and all of that. And I'm going to give you my honest take. I just finished watching the game. I'm going to give you my honest reaction, okay? I haven't looked at social media. I haven't gotten brainwashed. I'm just going to give you my honest football take on this. The penalty, let's start there. First of all, let me say this is the best England that we've seen in 2024 Euro. For sure, this is the England that we thought that we would see during the Euro. This is the England that we thought that we would see with the players they have, okay? Now, we hate on Southgate a lot. You got to praise Southgate because he made the team show up when they needed it the most. We'll talk about that. But first, let's talk about the penalty. The Netherlands go up 1-0 off of a beautiful Xavi goal. Unbelievable goal, unbelievable strike from this young kid. It's funny because the young kids are taking over, man. We got Yamal scoring a banger. We got Xavi scoring a banger. Amazing. Harry Kane gets taken down the box. Doesn't really get taken down. The defender goes in to block the ball. Doesn't get the ball. Harry Kane hits the ball. The defender hits Harry Kane's foot. Is it a penalty? In my opinion, 1,000,000% yes. Now let me explain why. Okay? If a player passes the ball outside the box, and another player gets there late and kicks him, do they give the foul still? Yes. If a player gets there late and there's contact after the ball is gone, they still give the foul outside the box. So what's the difference inside the box? Harry Kane was going through, and as he was following through the kick, the Netherlands player with his cleats up goes into Harry Kane's foot. For me, although it's unfortunate and he's just trying to block the ball, he does get the player. So for me, it's a penalty. I think personally it's there's massive amount of contact on Harry Kane's foot. I understand the player's just trying to block the ball, but you can't go through the player even if the ball is gone. I understand Harry Kane already had kicked it, but he goes through the player. So for me, I truly believe it's a penalty. It's unfortunate because I think Dumfries had a great game, right? He saved Foden's ball off the line. He almost scored a goal, hit the crossbar. He's unlucky to give away a penalty there. But in my opinion, it is a penalty. And it's crazy that the ref was actually going to miss it and the VAR had to come in and save it because I don't know. I personally think it's a penalty. Now, with all that being said, let's talk about England. This team that they have, okay? Saka's fantastic. Foden's fantastic. Kane is awesome. Maino is a awesome talent. The back line could use some players, but they played well today. Let's talk about the team, man. Let's talk about this England. Are they good enough to win the Euro? Personally, I've been saying since Euro 2020 that I thought they were going to win. I thought they were going to win Euro 2020. I thought they had a really good chance at the World Cup, and they just kind of underperformed. They made the final against Italy, and they lost it. I am going to give praise to Southgate because I was looking at the screen when he pulled Harry Kane, and I was like, I can't believe you're pulling Harry Kane in like the 80th minute or the 70th, the 75th, somewhere around there. And he got it right because the player who came in scored a crazy goal. And then also he pulled Foden and he brought in Cole Palmer, who I think put the ball in for the goal. I think he did, but he had a good game. So every sub that Southgate made was the perfect sub. And somehow Southgate got the best out of the boys when it matters. It doesn't matter how you get to the semifinals. It doesn't matter how you come out of the group stage. I told y'all that. It doesn't matter how great a football you play. If you put it together when it matters, then that's all that matters. And they put it together against a great Netherlands team, and they got it. Now, the thing is, the reason they got it right is because the Netherlands let them play their game. And I think for a lot of teams, again, I could be wrong here, but for a lot of teams like England, like Portugal, even like France, you know, when a team locks it up, when a team is very well organized defensively, they're teams that don't really know how to break down teams. And they should, for the talent they have, especially like England and Portugal with the talent they have in the midfield, they should be able to break teams, but they struggle with this. Southgate struggles to put a good team when he's going up against a very, very defensive team. Had the Netherlands played a ultra defensive game today and locked up the midfield and stuff and didn't give that midfield room and found a way to get folded out of the game, I think England would have looked horrible again today. But they tried to play an open game in the beginning. They tried to play a game where they allowed England to dominate the midfield, and it was over. It was GG. You can't play England that way. You just can't, because if it's an open game like the Premier League is, England is going to find a way to play their ball, and they were able to play their ball today, and that's why they won. And they were able to have, which we got to talk about him, Maino, a young player, just a phenomenal midfielder that Manchester United has created here, a absolute beast that knows how to control the game. His IQ of the game at his age is remarkable. The vision he has, he just plays above his age. It's beautiful to see. And the one thing that this Euro really opened our eyes to was not just Yamal, but this Xavi kid and Maino and all the young talented players are really coming to life on this tournament. The Ronaldo, Harry Kane, all that stuff, you know what I mean? That stuff that they're getting old, right? But now the young kids are like, hey, this is our stage. And if you paid attention to the games, the young kids really, really are the stars of this round. They really were, bro. Yamal was the star of his game. Maino and Foden were the star of their game. Xavi was the star of his team on the Netherlands. It's the young kids really came and showed out. And it's amazing for football because we see the future of football is so bright with all the amazing talent that is out there. And England's very lucky to have a lot of them, with Palmer, with Foden, with Maino, with Jude Bellingham. This team has the potential to really go through a super golden age right now. Is it going to happen? Is Southgate the one to push them through that? I'm not sure, if I'm being honest with you, but he's about to have them, or he does have them, in back-to-back Euro finals, which is not easy. So as negative as Southgate's football is at times, as ugly as it is, as much you want to go to sleep, England is in back-to-back Euro finals, which I don't know if that's ever been done for England. Maybe it has way back in the day, but growing up, I don't remember England going this deep into tournaments every single time. So as negative and, like I said, as annoying as it is to watch Southgate football, the fact is he has the boys cooking. He has the boys doing what they need to do. And it's sad, man. The one thing I do want to say about the Netherlands is this. They played an amazing World Cup and got unfortunate to go up against Argentina. Otherwise, I think they would have gone even further. And again, in this Euro, they're unfortunate to go out the way they went out in the 90th minute. A beautiful shot from Watkins, I think it was, right? A beautiful shot, a magical shot that honestly, a couple inches the other way hits the post, couple inches the other way hits the Netherlands defender. So it's just a remarkable goal at such a late time. The Netherlands probably didn't deserve to go out that way, but at the end of the day, England, I think, were the better team. But this Netherlands team needs to keep their head up. They need to keep doing what they're doing because they are a team that's really coming back. You know, they lost themselves after VVD, after Van Persie and after Robin and stuff. They kind of lost themselves, but I think they're back, man. They're a very, very good national team, and they have a very, very bright future. So it was very nice to see them. They were a very bright star to this tournament. I thought they played good football. Their fans were phenomenal. And we have the final now, man. It's England versus Spain. I don't know if England's going to be able to stop Yamal and Nico Williams. I don't want to say that they're going to, because I said France would, and I don't know, man. But what I do know is, with Maino, with Foden, with Jude Bellingham, and with Palmer, and with Saka, I even forgot Saka, England has one of the brightest futures in all of football, in all the nations, in all the world. This team has such a bright future. If all these kids can keep a cool head on their head and continue to develop the way they're developing, England is going to be a powerhouse going forward. And it's cool, man. It's cool to see the fact that they're in back-to-back Englands with these young kids, back-to-back finals with these young kids is wild. Maybe Saka gets his revenge game, man. Didn't Saka miss against Italy? I think it was. Maybe he gets his revenge game here. I'm not 100% sure, but great performance from England. The best England we've seen all tournament. Honestly, the best England we've seen in a long time. Let's just keep it stacks with each other. One of the best Englands we've seen in years. And it's just down to Maino, man. Honestly, in my opinion, it's really down to Maino. You know, we came into this tournament talking about how good Jude Bellingham was going to be, how good Saka was going to be, how good Foden and Palmer was going to be. And nobody was talking about this unbelievable midfielder that can read the game better than old players. that has the IQ of a game better than old people, right? When I see this kid, I start thinking to myself, and I know I'm going to throw names out there that are going to make people freak out, but when I see Mano, I see a Xabi Alonso, I see a Sergio Busquets, I see someone that understands the game so well at such a young age, but by the time this guy is 25, 26, I do think he'll be like the Xabi Alonso's, and like the Sergio Busquets, and like the Vieiras, those amazing players, because his positioning is already there, his IQ of the game is already there, his ability on the ball is already there. It's just developing and cleaning it up, and this guy is going to be one of the best midfielders in world football, without a doubt. We're not hyping, we're not glazing. Again, it's just facts. Manchester United have an absolute stud on their hands, and I truly believe that he can go on to be the best midfielder in the world. I'm not just saying that, I truly believe it. I think he can go on to be the best midfielder in the world if Manchester United give him the right playing time and develop him correctly. This guy is phenomenal. Anyways, England fans, congratulations to you guys. Y'all are in another Euro final. Hopefully this one goes your way this time. The problem is Yamal and Nico Williams are in your way. But who knows? Maybe it is coming home. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll catch you next time. Peace.